Question 10. The table shows the distribution of marks obtained by students in an examination. You have the mark in percentage from 0 to 9. 7 students fall in that group. 10 to 19, 11 students. 20 to 29, 17 students. 30 to 39, 20 students, and so on. You have the last group, 90 to 99, you have 6 students. A part of the question, construct a cumulative frequency table for the distribution. B. Draw the cumulative frequency curve for the distribution. C. Using the curve, find correct to one decimal place. D. Figure 1, median mark. Figure 2, lowest mark for distinction if 5% of the students passed with distinction. This is very easy. You just arrange the table, you draw it in a vertical manner. You just need to add 2 columns in order to plot the cumulative frequency curve. You add cumulative frequency and class boundary. You have solution A part, cumulative frequency table. So the marks here serve as class interval. You have the frequency. Cumulative frequency is simply the addition, where the first one is the first frequency, 7. So you add 7 to the next frequency, 11. You have 18. 18 plus 17, you have 35. Plus 20, you have 55. Plus 29, you have 84. Plus 34, you have 118. Plus 30, you have 148. Plus 25, you have 173. Plus 21, 194. Plus 6, you have 200. So because all we just need, before now I was supposed to construct class boundary, but here all we need to construct the curve is upper class boundary against the cumulative frequency against the upper class boundary. So we just compute only the upper class boundary. In doing that, you need to obtain the boundary value. The boundary value is difference in adjacent sides divided by 2. You can take 10, 9, the difference is 1. You can take 20, 19, the difference is also 1. Divide 1 by 2 is 0.5. So you add the boundary value to the upper class limit to get the upper class boundary. If you are interested in lower class boundary, you subtract the boundary value from the lower class limit. Here we are adding. So 9 plus 0.5, you have 9.5. 19 plus 0.5, you have 19.5, and so on. Let's jump to 99 plus 0.5, you have 99.5. Next thing, you plot cumulative frequency against the upper class boundary, and that gives the cumulative frequency curve, also known as ogive. We are now in B part, construction of the cumulative frequency curve. You have the vertical axis is cumulative frequency, and the horizontal axis is the upper class boundary. On the vertical axis, the scale we use is 1 centimeter to 10 units. So if here is 10, the next one is 20. You have 30 followed by 40 and 50. Because I don't want the values too close, so I left those space behind, but I just explained that the values are there. All right, so the scale 1 cm to 10 units. That implies that one line is 2. One line is 2. On the upper class boundary axis, there is no special scale. You start from the first one 9.5 till the last one 99.5. If you also note now, the difference between any 2 points there is 10. You have 10, 10, 10. So here you can also take one line as 2. So after 9.5, the next one is 11.5, and so on. The first frequency is 7. Now if one line here is 2, that means 7 is between 6 and 8. The middle here is 7. You plot it against 9.5. The next frequency is 18. 18 must be between, 18 should be the line before 20. Here is 20 now, so because one line is 2, so you have 18 here. The fourth line from 10 is 18. The next frequency is 35, between 34 and 36. The next frequency is 55, between 54 and 56. 54 and 56. The next one there, the next one is 84. Have 84. The next frequency is 84, and 84 is here. 84 can be traced. The next frequency is 118. That is close to 120. Close to 120. That is against 59.5. The next frequency is 148. Close to 150. The last line before 150, and you plot that against 69.5. The next frequency is 173, and is between 172 and 174. You plot it against 79.5. The next frequency is 194, can be obtained directly. You plot that against 89.5. The next frequency is 200. The last point against 99.5. Now, if you plot the ogive or cumulative curve correctly, you always have S shape from it, and from this point the S shape is already visible. So let us join the points together and use the curve to answer C part of the question. All the points have been joined together, and you can see the S shape very clear. C part of the question. Use the curve to find the median mark to 1 decimal place. Now, median is half of the entire distribution. That is 1/2 of 200, and that gives the 100th position of cumulative frequency. So you come to the vertical axis and you locate 100. This is 100, the median. You trace to the curve at this point, and you trace down to the upper class boundary axis. Now we have it on the third line. On the third line. Now one line is 2, as I said earlier. So after 49.5, the first line is 51.5. The next line, the second, is 53.5, and the third is 55.5. That is why the median is 55.5. 2. Now we got 2. Lowest mark for distinction if 5% of the students passed with distinction. So let's get 5%. 5% of 200 is 10. That means 10 students passed with distinction. So that means that 190 did not pass with distinction. So you get the lowest mark from 190 students that could not attain distinction. So this is 190. You trace 190 to the curve and you trace down. If you trace down, you have it here. If you do the usual counting, it's going to be 87.5, because it is on the fourth line. So if you count from 79.5, you have 87.5 as the lowest mark you must get before you pass with distinction. Peter Course Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to get updated from time to time when the next video is available. Like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos.